Give a round of applause for the New York City Department of Correction Jazz Band. And good morning. The Executive Officer of the Correction Academy, Assistant Deputy Warden Abdul Muhammad, will now introduce the graduating class of fiscal year 2013.
Good morning. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you the recruit class 02 FY 2013.
Good morning, Mayor Bloomberg, Commissioner Schreier, First Deputy Commissioner Cranston, Chief of Department Mirabel, Senior Deputy Commissioner Wax, promotees, graduates, family, and friends. I am Captain Teresa Mack, and it is an honor and my pleasure to serve as your Mistress of Ceremonies for today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a moment of silence to commemorate the loss of life at the Boston Marathon. Thank you. The singing of the national anthem will be performed by Correction Officer Everlina Gaines and the invocation by Bishop Eric P. Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Unto him that has blessed us with this glorious day, we give thanks. Thank you for the spirit of love, life, and liberty. Liberty we so richly enjoy, and freedoms we routinely pursue. We remember those victims whose life, liberties, and freedoms have been threatened, and we ask for those freedoms and liberties to be restored and protected. Scripture declares no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. As we are gathered in this place and time, we pause just for a moment to give thanks. There's great favor and fortitude to those who are grateful and thankful. And we don't take for granted our brothers and sisters who have helped us along the way. To them, we say thank you. To those that we have encouraged, nurtured, celebrated, even tolerated us, the ones that only see the good and educate through the bad, and to them, we say thank you. It is apropos to give thanks at this auspicious occasion before honor, reverence, and promotion are bestowed. This select group, men and women, have stood the test of time and dignified themselves with bulldog tenacity and purpose. Unto them, we say thank you. Thank you for divinely appointed leadership, where it may appear that flesh and blood have determined destiny in hand, but ultimately there is a divine presence that overshadows and oversees the will of all men. For this cause, we pause just to say thank you. Thank you for the experiences of the past, the euphoric expressions of life in our present, and the long-awaited blessings in our future. Thank you for family, friendship, fellowship, which we richly enjoy this day. For this, we say thank you. Thank you is our prayer today, and with this, we all say amen.
Thank you, Bishop Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Hello, I'm Chief of Department Evelyn Maribel, and I have served the New York City Department of Correction proudly for 33 years. You are my first graduating class since my promotion. That puts you in a special place in my heart. It is my pleasure to be here with you celebrating your successful completion of our Correction Academy recruit training. Every uniformed member of service began his or her career here as you have today. Weeks of training followed by a graduation ceremony and then a first tour of duty. You and only you are the one who will define your career. This is not just a job, it's a career where you have opportunities to excel in many ways. As Chief of Department, I want you to know that precision and perfection are essential in each and every facility. From the B officer behind the gate, the A officer running services throughout the tour, gate officers, I can go on and on. You guys have a tremendous job to do. I salute the men and women who fill these frontline posts.
Good morning. I'm Commissioner Dora Schwerow. and I'm very proud to join Chief Maribel to welcome the class of April 2013 to the New York City Department of Correction. You came to the Academy as civilians, and over the last 16 weeks, you've been challenged time and again. You've been put to the test in the classroom and in the jails. You've met the mark and exceeded our expectations. Now, each of you is ready to be an exceptional correction officer, ready to take on one of the most demanding jobs, one of the most important jobs in all of New York City, the care, custody, and control of over 85,000 detainees and sentenced inmates every year. It will take hard work and a good heart, a commitment to the field and to the city. I know that you can do it and that you will make us proud. And to those of you who are being promoted today, congratulations to each of you. By stepping up, you will continue to stand out, leading by example and with excellence. To each of you, to all of you, graduates and promotees alike, congratulations. Do your best. Be your best. You're New York City's elite. Be DOC's boldest.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our dais. Please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg.
Good morning.
Commissioner Dora B. Schreiro. And other members of our distinguished dais guests. Ladies and gentlemen, our dais. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Commissioner of the New York City Department of Correction, Dora B. Schreiro.
What a terrific morning. Good morning, everyone. That's very good. It's a great honor and a distinct pleasure to welcome you all to the graduation of the DOC recruit class of April 2013 and our spring promotion ceremony. We're honored to be joined today by Mayor Michael Bloomberg, whose support for DOC is unwavering. We will hear shortly from our mayor. This morning, we congratulate 306 very proud correction officer graduates and warmly welcome you to the Department of Correction, an outstanding correctional system with an international reputation. Among the graduates and representative of the caliber of today's class are Ethan Minkoff, our valedictorian. You could give a shout out every now and then. Diana Marie Henry, our salutatorian. Fatima Kirtland, Top Gun. Congratulations to all 306, to all of you and your families. One great big shout out. Also taking the oath of office today are a number of exceptional professionals, dear colleagues, each of whom has served with distinction throughout their careers and now have assumed the most senior positions at DOC. Chief of Department, Evelyn Mirabel. Deputy Chief of Department, Gregory McLaughlin. First Deputy Commissioner, Mark J. Cranston. Senior Deputy Commissioner, Ari Wax, both of whom are returning to DOC. Welcome home. They are joined by recently promoted Warden Yolanda Canty, Warden Victor Vasquez, Deputy Warden in Command Daniel O'Connor, and newly appointed Assistant Commissioners Patricia Lyons and Roderick Williams. We prize your leadership, and we count on your experience and your expertise as you assume these important assignments. I also extend greetings and heartfelt thanks to the DOC Training Academy. You know them, all of your faculty. Shout out, come on. You, all of you at the Academy, have much about to be proud. Once again, ADW Muhammad, you and your team have transformed able learners into tomorrow's leaders. And as we saw in the video, these first 15 weeks, they weren't easy. They weren't meant to be. The training is tough because the job is tough. It's one of the toughest jobs anywhere. Being a New York City correction officer requires strength and stamina, goodwill and good humor, a clear understanding of the law, and a steadfast commitment to uphold the law. Chief Mirabel, as a point of personal privilege, who assumed the helm New Year's Day, knows better than anyone just how challenging and how very satisfying our work can be. During the Chief's 33 and counting years of service, she has been put to the test in every way imaginable and passed each time with flying colors, all the while, as we have come to know, maintaining her humor, her humility, and her humanity. Please join me in recognizing Chief Mirabel, not the first, but the city's 4th female, and also our first ever Hispanic to serve as the highest ranking member of the Uniformed Services. And now it's your turn. The oath of office that you're about to take is a solemn one. When you raise your hand, you pledge to do your best, to be your best, every day, on the job and off duty. Today and every day throughout your career in correction, each time you put on your uniform, you dedicate yourself anew to this oh so important work. Congratulations to all of you. Continue to do your best. And as you always hear me say, be your best, be bold, be New York City's boldest. To you. And now I have a great treat. It's my great pleasure to introduce Mayor Michael Bloomberg, whose support for DOC has never wavered. When Mayor Bloomberg was first elected in November of 2001, just 2 months after the terrorist attacks of 9/11, many feared that crime would return to the city, businesses would flee, and New York would take decades to recover. Instead, through many innovative new policies and initiatives, including many that have involved the New York City Department of Correction, Mayor Bloomberg has made New York a safer and a stronger city. Our mayor's impact goes far beyond the 5 boroughs. He has been a tireless national leader advancing gun control, immigration reform, and here at home, improving the lives of young men and women of color. It is an honor to invite the mayor of the city of New York to the podium, Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Well, thank you, Commissioner, for those kind words. And I wanted to also thank Brooklyn College and its president, Karen Gould, for hosting us today, and to say good morning and welcome to all of you. Number one, the graduates. Number two, their families who made it all possible. This is one of those days that puts a smile on your face. When you look around and some people say, oh, cities don't have a future, or New York has this problem, or America has that problem. Just take a look at the people that we're giving jobs to today. They are the future of our country, and they will make us proud. Now, it's great to be here with the new Chief of Department, Evelyn Mirabal, and her new First Deputy Commissioner, Mark Cranston, who together have almost 60 years of corrections experience. If they don't know what they're doing, we're in big trouble. I also want to give a special welcome to the President of the Corrections Officers Benevolent Association, President Norman Seabrook. Norman, you should know. Yes, well, you're applauding him, but remember, he's taking your money and your dues. Norman was recently elected to a 5th term, and it shows that, seriously, that he has earned the trust of the COBA's members. And of course, I am particularly honored to welcome the newest members of New York's boldest. Congratulations to all of you, all 306 of you, and special, yes? And a special congratulations to class valedictorian, Officer Ethan Minikoff, who is graduating with an average of 97.8%. Congratulations also to the class salutatorium, Officer Dana Marie Henry, who achieved 97.6%. And to class Top Gun Officer Fatima Kirkland. As the commissioner said, you've come a long way over the past 16 weeks, from shock day to physical fitness and fire safety training to chemical agent preparedness. You have each shown tremendous heart and talent time and time again, and you should be very proud of yourselves. And I did want to thank Commanding Officer Abdur Mohammed and the Academy faculty and staff for their hard work. But before we go any further, I want those of you here in uniform who are joining this wonderful department to do one thing. There's a group that you should say thank you to, and those are your family and your friends who encouraged you and supported you to reach this great day. Nobody does anything by themselves. They deserve a great hand from you. Now, in New York, we know that the safety and security that we take for granted, unfortunately, we take it for granted, but it really is very fragile. It depends on the bravery and dedication of those who protect us, whether it's the farmers who took their muskets and helped create this country back in the 1770s, or the people who keep us safe by going overseas, risking their lives and sometimes paying the ultimate penalty to fight terrorism and keep this world safe, or the people that work here in the city, this department and the other uniformed services who make an enormous difference in our safety. And 2 days ago in Boston, we saw first responders heroically helping others without regard to their own safety, just as you all do in our city as well. And I'm sure the thoughts and prayers of all of us remain with the people of Boston, especially those who were injured or lost loved ones in the terrorist attack. I come from a small town outside of Boston, Medford, Massachusetts, and tragically, one of the 3 that were killed came from Medford, Massachusetts, and lived not very many blocks away from where I grew up. We have to make sure that we redouble our vigilance. We have to make sure we protect New Yorkers from any related threats that might emerge, and we have to make sure that we keep heightened measures in place until we learn about the attacks in Boston and where they came from, who did this terrible deed, and make sure they are brought to justice. But regardless, for 230-odd years, we've had to fight to keep our freedoms, and on the streets of our city, we have to keep fighting. And then you have a particularly special job. When we detain somebody, you've got to do your best to make that person turn their lives around, because someday they're going to be back on the streets of our city, and we want to make sure that they come out and are able to take care of themselves without hurting others. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be in an endless cycle of violence, and society can't stand that. Our boldest may not be as visible as some of the other uniformed services, but the gratitude for the job that you do and the risks you face, at least from me, and I think from most people that understand, is just as deep. You keep us safe. You're on both sides of the front lines on our streets and in our jails, and that certainly extends to the men and women who lead this great department. And I did want to say congratulations to all the uniform officers and civilian staffs who are officially being promoted or appointed today, including new Deputy Chief of Department Gregory McLaughlin, as well as our new Senior Deputy Commissioner Ari Wax. So you can give them a nice round of applause. Their commitment and your commitment to protecting others is what makes this the best big city corrections department in the nation. and that commitment is already apparent in today's class. 92 of you have worn another uniform. That is the uniform of our armed services, and impressively, 70 of you are currently active reservists. So maybe we all want to give a nice big round of hand and say thank you. Now, not only is this class committed to country and city, but it's also committed to family. In the end, that's what life is all about. 52 members of this class have chosen to follow in the footsteps of family members who are currently serving in the department. So congratulations to all of you graduates following the steps of your family. I know your loved ones are very proud, and so is our city. You know, I think it's no wonder that you have chosen to carry on such a proud family tradition. But as the older generation will tell you, when they were just starting out, it was a different world. Back then, most of you are much too young to remember, violence was all too common. But over the last decade or two, the Corrections Department has made great strides to keep inmates and staff safe at Rikers. And the department is doing more than just keeping our jails safe. You, its newest members, will take part in offering thousands of your fellow New Yorkers the chance to change their lives for the better. We call this the Corrections Department for a reason, and the ex-offenders complete their sentences and they regain their freedom. Invariably it happens, and often they have to return to a world with limited opportunities that cares little for who they are. And as a result, as we all know, many are lured back into the same cycle of crime and violence from which they came. In New York City, we actually are breaking that cycle, I'm proud to say. Not only is crime down something like 37% since '01, but our incarceration rate is down 32% as well. When we have somebody that we can find ways to turn their lives around rather than sending them to the jails, we have an obligation to do that. And that's one of the reasons I think that crime is coming down in our city. You're doing a better job with those that we do incarcerate, and those that we don't have to incarcerate are able to get their lives back on track without incarceration. This department has been integral in these public safety games. Our administration has launched a number of broad-based programs within our correction facilities, as you will find out when you get out into the jail. The idea was to make them more than holding tanks where offenders simply bide their time until they're released, only to reoffend later. And we're making sure that they have access to counseling and educational opportunities so they can earn their diplomas and learn the job skills they'll need to successfully transition back into their communities once they've served their time. And this work is a big reason why the rearrest rate for adult probationers in New York has declined 14% since '01. And your dedication and determination as our newest peace officers will be an important part of making sure that our city's best days are still ahead. May God bless you all. May God continue to bless New York City's boldest. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Bloomberg. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Deputy Commissioner of Human Resources and Training, Alan Van Gursky, to administer the oaths of office.
Chief Mirabel is joining us for her oath of office. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Evelyn Mirabel, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of Chief of Department to the best of my ability. to uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Constitution of the State of New York.
And to faithfully discharge the duties.
And to faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the rank of Deputy Chief.
Of the rank of Deputy Chief.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Will Warden Vasquez please join us on the podium? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Victor Vasquez, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of warden to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Will Deputy Warden in Command O'Connell please join us at the podium? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Daniel O'Connell, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of Deputy Warden in Command to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Will Deputy Warden Hazel Jennings please approach the podium? I, Hazel Jennings, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of Deputy Warden to the best of my ability. Will Deputy Warden Floyd Phipps please approach the podium? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Floyd Phipps,
I, Floyd Phipps,
pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States
pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and to faithfully discharge the duties
faithfully discharge the duties
of the rank of Deputy Warden
of the rank of Deputy Warden
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Will Deputy Warden Smith please approach the podium? Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Helena Smith, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of Deputy Warden to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Will First Deputy Commissioner uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the position First Deputy Commissioner to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Will Senior Deputy Commissioner Ari Wax please approach the podium? Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Ari Wax. I, Ari Wax. Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And to faithfully discharge the duties. And to faithfully discharge the duties. Of the position Senior Deputy Commissioner. Of the position Senior Deputy Commissioner. To the best of my ability. To the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Will Assistant Commissioner Patricia Lyons please approach the podium? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Patricia Lyons, pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the position of Assistant Commissioner to the best of my ability.
Honor for us to have you.
Will Assistant Commissioner Roderick Williams please approach the podium? Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Roderick Williams. I, Roderick Williams. Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. The Constitution of the State of New York. And to faithfully discharge the duties. And to faithfully discharge the duties. Of the position of Assistant Commissioner. Of the position of Assistant Commissioner. To the best of my ability. To the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mangurski. It is now my pleasure to reintroduce the Mayor, Michael R. Bloomberg, who will now administer the oaths of office for the graduates.
It is now my pleasure to swear in the newest members of New York's boldest. So I ask each of you to please repeat after me. I, and state your name. Pledge to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And to faithfully discharge the duties of the rank of Corrections Officer. To the best of my ability. Congratulations to all of you and good luck.
Correction Officer Ethan Minikoff is the class valedictorian. Officer Minikoff attained an overall average of 97.8. Officer Minikoff will be given a gold arm braid by the Correction Academy Executive Officer, Assistant Deputy Warden Abdul Muhammad. This braid admits him into the Valedictorian Honor Society, and it is a symbol of training, excellence. Will Officer Minikoff please present yourself on stage?
Good morning. Honorable Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg, Commissioner Dora B. Schriero, First Deputy Commissioner Mark J. Cranston, Chief of the Department Evelyn A. Mirabel, Senior Deputy Commissioner Ari Wax, Executive Officer Abdur Muhammad, other members of the dais, fellow officers, family, and friends. My name is Ethan Minikoff, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to stand here before you as the valedictorian of Class 2, Fiscal Year 2013. It seems like Shock Day was just yesterday. However, we've been through a rigorous 16 weeks, from walking up and down the ramp to the academy, to late night studying to pass our exams, from sweating and crying during early morning PT to freezing on the line at the range. And let's not forget the burning of our eyes after being exposed to OC. But one thing is for sure, each and every one of these experiences has made us stronger, wiser, and who we are today, New York City correction officers. I would first like to thank my parents for all their support and encouragement. I would like to thank my company commanders, Officers Soanes and R. Brown, for their leadership and dedication. To my squad leaders, Officers McIntosh and McLean. Thanks for making sure we were always on point. And to Company H, you made this a great experience for me. Thanks. On behalf of the battalion, I would like to thank the battalion supervisor, Captain Lomas, as well as the entire Academy staff. COBA President Norman Seabrook and the Executive Board, as well as the Applicant Investigation Unit. We thank you for your hard work, dedication, and most of all, your passion. Your passion inspired us to work hard to accomplish our goal. You have laid the foundation, and now it's up to us to build upon it to be the best officers we can be. I know I stand before future captains, wardens, and maybe even the chief of the department. The sky is the limit. But as new officers, we're going to have some challenging and hard times. But you will not be alone. And just know, tough times don't last, tough people do. Why? Because we are New York City's boldest.
Thank you, Officer Minikoff. Correction Officer Dana Marie Henry is a class salutatorian with an overall average of 97.6. Will Officer Henry please present yourself on stage? Congratulations. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium the President of the Correction Officers Benevolent Association, Norman Seabrook.
Good morning. You know, it's really wonderful to see the enthusiasm and the smiles and the oorah feeling until those wardens over there tell you stuck for 3 days in a row. I'm gonna see how much you laughing then. No, you're gonna be fine. You know, I had the opportunity to watch you yesterday in GMDC when you were doing, each class came in, and the leader of the class, you know, gave different caters as to what he or she felt was important. You know, bopped and dust your shoulders off, and it was a good look. And as I got here this morning and I saw, you know, members of the police department here, I thought of caters that I say. And I know you know the song that goes with it, and all of you should always remember it. And then when I sing it, I want you to sing it with me, okay? All right, you ready? The NYPD be hating, hoping they ain't gonna catch us riding dirty. They will not. But God bless the police department for what they do. You know, graduations are important, and there are a lot of people that deserve to be commended for their leadership. The Chief of the Department, Evelyn Maribel, give her a round of applause. The First Deputy Commissioner, Mark Cranston, who and he has a relationship that goes back, I don't know, 30 years. God bless him, and congratulations to him as well. And the list goes on and on and on. And I'd be here all day if I announced everybody. But more importantly, it's you. It's your family. It's what you believe in. As you saw what happened Monday in the Boston area, terror is still alive and well. Violence is still alive and well. But New York City correction officers play an intricate part in curtailing and critiquing and trying to bring down crime in the city of New York. And I know that it's imperative that we all have jobs, but not every job is for everybody. So I believe that all of you here today are correction officers. Your badge is not for sale. Your integrity is not for sale by anybody at any time. When it gets tough, and it's going to get tough, and you're going to think that you're all by yourself, you're not. We are there with you. And you may have to get 5 or 6 people on the phone before you catch the right one that's going to get your back and help you. But keep trying and never give up. But I say that to say all of us are here for a reason. And we could think that, you know, you just take a test and you get the job. But whether this man comes to another graduation or he doesn't, I appreciate him hiring 306 of you. I appreciate the mayor of the city of New York, Michael Bloomberg. I do appreciate you, brother. And some of you may say, well, what's he going to say next? I know you are. Exhale. We're good. And I appreciate the relationship that I've developed with the Commissioner of the Department of Corrections. So I appreciate you too, sister, all right? I'm not going to talk about the rest of them, all right? Leave that alone. But there's one person that I have to, and I know I want you to, valedictorian, salutatorian, to be able to take a picture with the mayor before he runs out. But there's one person I want to bring here. And I have to bring this person here because when I found out about it, it was almost like it was a secret. And to me, anyone who knows me knows that I believe in God. And I believe that God is a good God, and God does things for a reason. I believe that. I believe that each and every one of you will be okay on this job because if you trust the man upstairs. I don't care what trust that guy, you're going to be okay. This person, this young man, and his name is Gregory Tolliver. Where's Mr. Tolliver at? Greg, where you at? Where is he? Come here, Greg. This is about perseverance. Gregory Tolliver lost his mother on Saturday, and he's here today. Stand up and give that man a round of applause. We got your back, kid. Come on up here. Come on up. Your mother would be damn proud of you, my friend. She finished the race, and so have you. And you stand there with the best of them. I'm just going to give that. I can't even talk no more. I'm just going to give these to the for Officer Tolliver. Your mom is looking down on you right now from the kingdom of heaven. And I want you to know that she is damn proud of you, brother. She is damn proud of you. And all I could do is say to you that each and every one of us are riding with you. We're your brothers and your sisters, your fathers and your mothers, your nieces, your nephews. We're a family. And I can't tell you how heavy my heart is, but I can tell you, you are not alone. God bless you all, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Norman Seabrook. Will the President of the Deputy Warden, Assistant Deputy Warden Association, Sidney Schwartzbaum, please approach the podium.
Good morning. Good morning, Mayor Bloomberg, Commissioner Shiro, Commissioner Cranston, Commissioner Wax, Chief of Department Evelyn Maribel, my esteemed colleagues, Norman Seabrook and Billy Inman from the COBA and CCA, executive staff, family, and friends. Congratulations to all the promotees and the recruits. I have always enjoyed attending these ceremonies, but I am especially enjoying this one because of the two of the promotions made today are people that I've grown up with in this job. The first person being First Deputy Commissioner Mark Cranston. I first met Mark when he was a 20-year-old fresh-faced kid, came through the doors of the Brooklyn House of Detention when I was the maximum security captain there. I've always enjoyed working with him. He always worked with people in a spirit of cooperation and a team spirit. But I worked with him more closely as the Chief of Staff to former Commissioner Martin Horn. And there we worked together on many projects, augmenting many of the department directives and procedures, revamping the minimum standards. And the one characteristic I must say about Mark is, rather than look to fix blame, Mark always first looks to fix problems. And that's a virtue, Mark, and I embrace that, and I want to thank you for your many years of friendship. One person who has inspired Mark and inspired him is here today, along with the rest of his family, and that woman is his mother, Regina Cranston. Regina has supported correction for 50 years, supporting her husband, Donald, her son, Mark, and her grandson, Nick. Today is especially enjoyable for her because within the last few days, she moved back into a house in Breezy Point, which was devastated by Hurricane Sandy. Regina, with Don, Mark's brother, please escort Regina to the stage. She's mad. I can tell she's mad. Gotta handle it. Picture.
Right over here.
For those of you new recruits, Commissioner Cranston's father was Donald Cranston. He was the only man ever to hold the title of president of the Correction Officers Benevolent Association and the Correction Captains Association. And definitely looking down, very proud of you, and truly Irish eyes are smiling on you. I'd like to take an opportunity to acknowledge two people in the audience today, former chiefs in our department, Patrick Walsh and former Chief Wayne Lamont, here to celebrate the promotions here today. Chief of Department Evelyn Maribel. My working relationship with Evelyn Maribel goes back 26, 27, almost 30 years. I actually had the pleasure to supervise Evelyn Maribel as a captain and both as an ADW. No matter what rank Evelyn Maribel held, she always took pride in her work ethic and the quality of work submitted. Everything was always tight. So when she nitpicks, she walked the walk. But I really got to know her under some trying times. For those of you who's new in the department, you take a test to become a correction officer, you take a test to become a captain, you take a test to become an assistant deputy warden. And when you move up in the other ranks, it's more of an appointment, some subjective criteria, some objective criteria. But her career came to a standstill because she enforced departmental policy without exception, and at the time was retaliated by the powers to be. Yet she never lowered her standards or gave up. Actually, I would equate her career as the old tortoise and the hare story. She got a stymied start, but she certainly finished the race at the top. If there's any inspiration to the new recruits, you should use her as a testament to every adversity always has a window of opportunity for even greater success if you seek it. Congratulations, Chief Maribel. I'll always have love in my heart for you. Even if we do fight once in a while. Deputy Chief of Department Gregory McLaughlin. They told me to keep this short, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. The one thing I always liked about Greg McLaughlin is his humility and his honesty. When I called him up to congratulate him on his promotion, he thanked me and he said, "You know, Sid, I don't really know everything. I know that. I need help. I need the unions to support and help me accomplish and achieve the goals." And Greg, yes, we will. And congratulations, and wish you nothing, you and your family, nothing but health and happiness and success. To the new wardens, Victor Vasquez and Yolanda Canty. Yolanda Canty is not here today. She's in training. She happens to be my warden. High energy, doing a pretty good job. I want to congratulate her. I worked with her mother, Elise Canty, was a captain. Congratulations to Victor Vasquez. Vic, I remember you were a rookie ADW. I walked you through your first death. Remember that? And just never forget where you came from. There were a lot of people coming in the department. 33% of the ADWs have under 2 years. A lot of new people. I hope your mindset filters down and you build morale and respect and foster a team spirit, as I know you will. To the members of my union who've been promoted, ADW Daniel, Jwick, I demoted you. Jwick Daniel O'Connell. I've known you, Danny, from when you were a rookie officer. I've watched your career grow. Especially did an excellent job as the security deputy warden in the George Mochin Detention Center. Now you're the commanding officer of the prison hospital wards. We talked about the most important thing over there, no escapes. Former Commissioner Martin Horn said, you know, Mayor Bloomberg could deal with a little violence, no escapes. You don't want to hear that. So make sure you tighten up that hospital. To the deputy wardens, Hazel Jennings, Floyd Phipps, and Helena Smith. I know all of you on a personal basis, and each of you is certainly unique. Different styles, different personalities, but you have one thing in common, the ability to communicate effectively and influence subordinates positively. I say without reservation that you will train and provide strong leadership to your subordinate staff and the 300-plus recruits in the audience. Congratulations, and I know you will succeed. No applause for them? Now to the new recruits. I really love that song. We like it here, we love it here. Gets me charged up. Welcome to the correction family. You, as correction officers, are the foundation of our agency, the frontline soldiers. You are the musicians in this symphony. I've been an assistant deputy warden for 25 years, a tour commander, and I'm like the conductor. You're the musicians. Everybody has to be in sync, and I have to ensure you're all playing your instruments correctly. You have been given extensive training over the last few months. Always remember that your personal integrity can never be taken away unless you give your consent. Never give your consent. Never give your consent to give away your integrity. Lastly, to the new families in our correction department, you are the rock that supports us. You will continue to make sacrifice to ensure our success. Up front, let's give everybody a round of applause. The families a round of applause. You know, we all come to work to earn a living. It's easy. In the Department of Correction, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. Correction officers are making $120,000, $130,000 a year at top pay. It's a lot of gelt, a lot of gitas. You can support a family, you can buy houses. It's easy to make a buck in correction, but it's not so easy to make a difference. I challenge everybody here today, from all ranks, let's make a difference in our department. Let's wear those shields with honor and make us all proud. God bless the New York City Department of Correction, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Sydney Sportsbaum. It is now my pleasure to introduce to the podium Chief of Department, Evelyn A. Maribel.
Good morning. Good morning, Mayor Bloomberg, Commissioner Schreiber, First Deputy Commissioner Cranston, and Ari Wax, and all distinguished guests. I stand here and I look at all of the officers in the audience, and I can't help but remember when I sat in that same position, a single Hispanic female from the Bronx raising children, needing a job. And I tell all of you that it seems like yesterday, and it's been 33 years. I ask you to stand tall and be proud of your uniform and be proud of all that you have accomplished. It wasn't easy going through the academy, I know that. I know that because going through that academy and the physical fitness and the classes that you get and all the stress that's put on you, your family and everything else, you have to put things aside. But I ask that you always remember this. This is an investment in your life. You do it for your children, for those that you have, for the ones that you're going to have. You are our future. Some of you will be sitting up here. There are captains, ADWs, deputy wardens, and wardens in this class. And you, this class, look around, you'll be the closest with each other because you develop a bond when you're in the academy. I think there's only one more person that was in my class, and I have a special love for that individual. Everyone in your class is like your family. And now you too are a part of a huge family. And there are times that we're a little bit dysfunctional, just like at home. But at the end of the day, we work together. You need to stand tall and stand proud. I give tremendous gratitude to the mayor and the commissioner for affording me this opportunity. For what they have allowed me to do, I would have never imagined. Of course, I knew taken the exams, I would pass and get promoted. But what I have been able to accomplish that I can share with my family and what I have been able to do for my family, I could never, ever repay them, but to be loyal and dedicated as I was from day one on this job. To the family and friends, there's going to be some birthdays you miss and some Thanksgiving that they won't be home. But you know what? If you celebrate it in the morning, if they work to midnight, 3 to 11 before they come in, whatever tours they work, things change, and there will always be times that they will share those important events with you. But it's important that you understand them, because the stress that they get at work cannot be compounded when they go home to additional stress. So if you just help them and guide them and be with them, they will be the best that they can be. They need all of your help, all of your help. It's not easy. And for the women, I say to you, look at me. I'm here, a female Hispanic, born and raised in the South Bronx by poor parents. And I'm here. And you too can be here. So enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy your families, and just know that when you go to work, and anybody will tell you that with me, as long as you go to work and go to work on time and make that roll call, because roll call is the most important thing to begin your day, because that's where you're going to get information that's so important for you to take to your post. Stay alert and aware and be cognizant of everything around you. And never, ever, ever give in to an inmate's requests that are beyond what they're supposed to get. Remember, desperate people do desperate things. When I came on the job, I didn't know what an inmate would look like. I thought they would look like an alien or something, to be honest with you. But when I went into jail, I'm like, oh my God, they look like me. They look like my neighbor, even your grandmother. You know, so, and they're very good at what they do. And they're very good at convincing young people, which is what most of you are, at convincing you that they're having a hard time. But if you ever have a question, reach out to your captains, reach out to your tour commanders, and always look at the officer that is having an easy time, or the way you see it, somebody that's doing the right thing, maintaining their count, working their tours. You do the right thing. As Dr. Seuss said, oh, the places you will go. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Chief Maribel. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the benediction.
As we depart this place, we reflect, graduates, honorees, family members, colleagues, or witnesses. We've been blessed at this occasion. We depart not only with reflections, but with an impartation. For some, this impartation will be with us the rest of our lives. We depart unified, dignified, and our cause magnified. Continue to order our steps and strengthen us for the journey, a journey that can start with weeping, but will conclude with winning. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. This is our morning, and this is our prayer. Let everyone say, amen.
Thank you, Bishop Brown. This concludes our ceremony. On behalf of Commissioner Schreiro, thank you for joining us today. Our personal congratulations to the promotees, newly assigned officers, and their families. Please get home safely, and do enjoy the rest of your day.